What happened to CARLEE Russell? The CARLEE Russell case, the missing lady who has since returned home from Hoover, Alabama, is raising a lot of questions. Where was CARLEE? What was she doing within those 48 hours that she was missing? What exactly is going on here? Now, while acknowledging they couldn't share many details about what CARLEE has told them due to the investigation, her parents say that they believe she was absolutely abducted and the person who did it is still out there. Now, I want to point this out. The reason I was diagnosed with PTSD and the reason I deal with so much trauma to this day is because my best friend was kidnapped, raped, and murdered. I was the last person to see her alive. I saw the man who kidnapped her and murdered her with my own eyes. We were working at the same cafe, and he put a razor blade in her tire. She didn't know. So when her tire started going flat, she pulled over, and he abducted her. And I never saw her again. So I deal with a lot of trauma because of that. That's why I had to kind of step back from this channel, because I want to talk about every case that I see and talk about and I cover. I want to talk about that with the utmost respect for the people who were traumatized by that case, because me being someone who lives with PTSD as a result of a horrific true crime case, I'm here to tell you it's hard. It's hard to talk about it. It's hard to hear about it. I really don't like seeing and hearing other creators who have no sympathy whatsoever for victims and people who are left to deal with the trauma. I have absolutely no sympathy or respect for creators who cannot approach these serious cases as exactly what they are. Serious cases that affect serious lives. Real lives. So when speaking about possible abduction, since that's something that has traumatized me and made me live with PTSD, I want to tell you something. I live a couple of hours from this location. When you're telling me, telling the news, telling the public that somebody was abducted and their kidnapper or abductee is still out there, you fail to give any description. The police can't give any description. That is triggering and alarming to people like me who have already been through this same thing and already live in fear of this type of thing that can happen because it's already happened to us in our lives, to somebody we love. I don't know if they will ever release a description, but I really wish they would. Okay? Now, I want to make that perfectly clear. On to say, CARLEE has given detectives her statement so they can continue to pursue her abduction. When asked about what CARLEE went through in those 48 hours that she was missing, the parents say there were definitely moments where she fought for her life. There were moments she had to physically fight for her life, and there were moments she had to mentally fight for her life. The family is now pushing back against speculation from strangers interested in the case, asking people to please let the investigation go forward. She's having to deal with the trauma of people making false allegations about her. CARLEE's boyfriend posted she was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours, so until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at this very moment, he wrote. To me, that's triggering. Now, this statement from her parents said her car door was open, but video footage shows CARLEE getting out of the driver's side of her car, shuts that door, and goes over to the passenger side, opens that door, Looks like she leans in, shuts that door, and walks down the hill. There was video footage of that. You can look it up. And I also want to point out that investigators say no children have been reported missing in the area, and nobody that was driving down the interstate, and it was a busy, busy road, highway, not one person reported seeing a child nor saw a child. But police say a witness reported seeing a man standing beside CARLEE's vehicle just before officers arrived at the scene. Police say at around 10:45 p.m. Saturday, 2 days after her disappearance, CARLEE showed up at the front door of the home that she shared with her parents. She walked up, banged on the door, and that was her. Speaking to Today, her parents described the moment they got to see their daughter for the first time when she disappeared. She walked up, banging on the door. We tried to hug her as best as we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. We had to stand back and let medical professionals help her, her mother said before coming too emotional to speak. She was taken to a local hospital for evaluation and has since been released and is back with her family. The Hoover Police Department says detectives have spoken to CARLEE and are continuing their investigation. I do want to add the dispatch audio here so we have all our ducks in a row where we can form our own opinions on the accurate information that is out there. Please subscribe for the latest. I will keep you up to date on this because to me, it's very alarming that you're saying there is somebody out there kidnapping somebody and you don't even have a description. You're not even making that known to the public. To me, that is very alarming and triggering. Again, I deal with PTSD because of a real true crime case where my best friend was abducted, kidnapped, raped, and murdered. Very similar situation. She was abducted off the side of the highway. So, to me, this case is very triggering and very alarming. Thank you for clicking on this video and watching. I really appreciate it.
71, it's going to be 459 South, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
42 copy from YMCA.
And 442. RP's advising there's no cars in the area. Looks like the child's been abandoned on the side of the road.
42 copy.
442. You're actually going to have to access from 31. They're going to be plotting just before the exit. 441, can I get you to head that way?
Head the room, even that way. For when you still got him on the phone.
Negative, but she's stated that she would stand by for police.
42, I'm getting 23.
10-4.
42, call the RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
10-4.
738 in the mileage. Ending is 844. You show me in service, Charlie.
41. CLA, red in color to Nicole Russell out of Birmingham, 10-11.
438, updated the narrative. Be here telling that guy.
10-4.
40.
40.
I'm going to run on 71 as well.
10-4, we're not getting the female to answer.
42, I copy. 42, are there any numbers associated with the 28?
10-4, that's the RP. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
I'm around the interstate as well. Can you give me a description on the child? And were they southbound, walking southbound?
10-4. Southbound, walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3 or 4-year-old, wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes, unknown what the RP's description is going to be.
Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings, except for her phone.
10-4.
13, if we can we start getting into the Atkins trim area? Just see if this child might have wandered from a house over there.
34, I'll be around.
10-4-34. The vehicle, the RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected.
10-4. 941. Do you have anybody free?
10-4, 32, can you head that way?
We're good up here. You may want to send him to Nunley Pass and see if they can make contact with somebody there. See if we can find her.
745. Next dispatch when available.
4-5 copy, stand by.
2021 48.
Units, I believe we located her at Trim Lane. Got a call about a female screaming with a child.
42, we copy.
32, do you have an address? It's going to be Trim Lane and Trim Boulevard.
That's what I've been out. 41 on the route.
10-4-41. Be advised, the female screaming line disconnected.
We needed to throw on some clothes and go to her location. We do share our location through Life 360. And so it was pinging that she was at a particular street. However, when we got there, we did not see her car. And what we realized once the police came to where we were is that because her car was on the interstate, it was pinging at the street we went to because that street was right behind and below that interstate 459.
Will you check the social? Does it give any more information?
We're out in the brown and black Ford F-150. She was on the phone with her daughter when it occurred.
719, that's a negative.
48 dispatch. Okay, and 19 case number. 10-15.
48, 19 state numbers 25089, repeating 25089, 1015 times 2119. 748, 2152.
Back up from this. I'm going to try to catch up on this other call roll.
Where exactly is this call coming from?
The call's pinging in that location.
14, you can show me Echo, and that's just going to take care of it. See you.
10-4. 511, you want us to start seeing if we can get her phone number pinged?
13, that's 10-4, so let's start pinging that phone.
41 to 42. Hey, check that blue line. See if you see her. 441. We're going to be at 3617 Trim Lane, checking the backyard. If you would, any incoming personnel, just start 64 in the area. We're good down here. 742, traffic stop.
742.
Let me check and see if we have any air assets available to us.
10-4. Also be advised, we're about to get T-Mobile to ping the phone.
749 in the area.
49, 2158.
10-4. 11. I'm not sure if y'all have this info already, but apparently there's a sister that was on the phone with her and still has an open line with her phone and can hear vehicles as if it's like on the side of the interstate or something.
Okay. Trim Lane. That calls this call in right here.
11 to 13, 10, 9, I'm sorry.
Family is where I was right down here. The second updated call that we got in reference to. The first call we got was from her. Second call we got was from the family.
Right. I'm just saying that the sister apparently has an open line with that phone still that she called from and can hear vehicles like it's still sitting on the side of the interstate.
11.
410 to 511. 410.
Go ahead.
I believe I'll be off that vehicle. It's going to be 4385 Alpha Yankee 0.
Well, just the ones that aren't on the call, but I'll be hanging over for a while. 10-4, units stood by for Robert's just call off. 438.
438. You went 10-7.
I have all of the units 10-6.
10 copy. Robert's 10-7. I'll be 10-6 from then on this too.
511, you want me to have McGinnis en route with a drone?
10-4. That would be great.
10-4.
Right there, so it should be 10-8.
10-4.
Give us a couple more minutes. See if we figure out what's going on. Count 11, give me a minute. 42 units out with the parents. 749, I spoke with the subject and the caller. You show me a service road.
749, 2207.
What? Wig, Whiskey, India, Golf. That's 10-3. 10-4. 41, who's on call persons?
Person is going to be Fountain.
42, is that you flashing your light at us?
14, we got any more pings? Is it still stationary at the same spot? We're still waiting on our second ping. 432, Shades Crest is clear so far. 10-4.
511, can you give me a PX? Ready for it when you are. Go ahead with your PX. Ready code 334. 511.
511.
Is the drone already en route? Have y'all talked to him already?
10-4. He's en route.
10-4. Could you also check and see if Star 1 is available?
I know that was a 2,000 meter ping, but can we start a unit over there that address 264 Shades Crest, just check the area?
10-4.
742.
42, I just found her phone.
Yeah, I copy.
42 is 20.
42. 42. I put a name, date of birth in the note.
511. What do you want the staging area to be?
11. We can probably use the Grove for right now.
10-4.
42 November.
742, 2216.
41. Have you put out this bolo to surrounding?
Negative. We're about to put it out.
10-4. Go ahead and put it out. May want to just go ahead and make it statewide, just in case.
Can we get a description on what she had on?
Yeah, I'll beat you.
513. Sergeant SF is en route.
13 down that I had background noise and interstate.
Sergeant East's en route.
Yeah, well, just have him come to the 459 Hilltop Blue Light, 513.
15.
We have a unit available. Can we just go ahead and have one ride down 459 South down to the best way, checking the shoulder?
I'll take care of that. And I'll be 10-8 from Shades Crest. Negative contact either. I'll be right on that. 542. You can hold me safe traffic. 42 to 13. Do you want me to start from 31 or start from 150?
Start from 150. If you try to reach me on PX, it's in my Tahoe, about a half mile from where I'm at right now.
Do we have any history with the phone number or the RP?
We're checking. 432.
Good.
Showing 61, the female was involved in over the argument between two subjects not wearing a mask back in 2020 and an accident in 2022. That's all we have so far.
Tough one. 410 to the unit that was checking 459 South. 410. Who was the second unit up here on 459 checking this? 10 to 42. 542. The right side? I'm still working on it. I'm slow rolling the entire right shoulder. 10 4. I'm going to come behind you on the left side then. 268. I'm in route to City Hall to get the drone. Unless someone beats me there to it.
10 4.
I've got a couple of pictures of this female that I sent out to the two shifts. Can I send it to you so y'all can send it out?
10 4. We've received it.
10-4, thank you.
Wait, we just sent out a statewide bolo. Do you want us to enter a missing?
Hold up on that for 1 second.
511 also be advised. Star 1 has advised us they're unable to fly.
10-4. They're going to send out at least one of their drones to assist with ours. I just got off the phone with them.
10 4.
511. Do I have a unit? They can go to the Grove. That's where they're going to stage with the drone, and whenever the county gets here, I need somebody there to meet with them.
532. I can head up that way.
11, copy, thank you.
Okay.
We're directly in front of the mile marker 11.4. 11.4. We're right at that mile marker. X-ray 120. I copy. I'm in route.
511. I need a unit to come meet with me over here so we can escort these parents to meet with the detective.
32 copy. This victim's brother, we're talking to him. We're going to get him to a safer place.
10 4.
X-ray 120.
X-ray 120.
742, code 10.
13.
742, 2234.
We're directly in front of the mile marker 11.4. 11.4. We're right at that mile marker. X-ray 120. I copy. I'm in route.
511. I need a unit to come meet with me over here so we can escort these parents to meet with the detective.
542. I believe myself and 410 are Delta southbound 459. What's Sergeant? So, Matt Center, Grove. 32 to 511, Jefferson County. Units headed your way. Drone unit.
11 to 32. I'm headed to you, so just have them stand put right there. That's where we're going to stage.
Insisted on finding you. He's headed that way, taking off.
511 to 530. Hey, can you find out from the parents exactly where the brother's girlfriend is right now? And I think she's on Nunley Pass. I want to make sure we can have an officer go talk to her as well. And the detectives may want to go talk to her.
The 511. Hey, that's 10-3. She is going to be at the Nunley Pass address. I did verify that.
3211. She is Nunley Pass. She should be en route to Nunley Pass to get a statement from this subject's girlfriend.
10-4. Vivo Brady's is still on site. They're going to allow us to use inside power here, so the drone unit's going to be set up at Vivo Brady's. Motor 4, I'll be 10-8 en route to the Grove for the drone call out. If Calera PD calls, that's me on my motor. 22 and 23. Do we have a name for the girlfriend?
You know, they got a call. Dispatch sent out a call saying that they had Carlee's family on the phone, and they said that they received a call from her and that she was at the Red Roof Inn, and they didn't have a room number or anything. And then simultaneously, as soon as they broadcast that, they came back on and said now that they have the Red Roof Inn on the line with 911, and they were calling because they had like 6 carloads of family members show up at one time, and they felt kind of overwhelmed. So, but they already had units there. So the thing is that probably whatever the outcome is, they'll probably take that to a tactical channel that's encrypted, or they'll do it by phone. But I did just hear about 3 or 4 minutes ago, a watch commander come on, and he told one of his units to check the narrative on the Red Roof Inn call. So that would mean check the notes in the screen. And then I also heard him said he was sending somebody from, I think, the search and rescue team over there. So I have a feeling that it might be there might be something positive going on.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like this could be, I mean, it's not confirmed yet, so I hate to give false hope, but the call, like you heard it too, I mean, it was 100% her family that called in, saying they received that call. And you would think that they would know her voice, so hopefully, it's really her.
Wow, that's what I was thinking too, and I was just saying that, like, I would think they'd be able to recognize her voice, and it seems like they took it seriously if those cars were family pulling up.
Oh yeah, and that's why the Red Roof Inn called 911, because they didn't know exactly what was happening. And they did, the Red Roof Inn, the dispatcher did say that they don't, if she's there, the Red Roof Inn doesn't know what room she might be in. And the last I heard, they were checking to see if she was checked in under her name, but they also stated that the family confirmed that she didn't say which Red Roof Inn, and I guess there is 2, they said there, in that town, close to that town. So they think they're at the right, or I guess the closest one, but there is another one too. So they were sending other units there to go check that one.
Wow.
I'd imagine in the next 15 minutes, I don't know how quick they would announce it, but if there's 6 carloads of family members there, somebody's going to tweet about it or something here soon.
Yeah.
One way or another, I think.
Right.
And I don't think that they felt it was a dangerous situation, or they would have sent law enforcement there first. I mean, they showed up right away. So I imagine there's a door-to-door search going right now, probably. All right. Talk to you later.
Per caller, family members at this location saying they received a call from the female that's missing, CARLEE Russell.
The Red Roof Inn. It's kind of hard to rewind it because the tracker's so...
754 unclassified complaint.
There you go.
754.
754 unclassified complaint, 1466 Montgomery Highway at the Red Roof Inn. The front office. Per caller, family members at this location saying they received a call from the female that's missing, CARLEE Russell. 754 family members are saying they received a call from the female saying she was at this location.
So I'm clipping this.
760 1851.
I'm clipping this.
To be advised, the child's now in the area of 3582 currently. The Red Roof.
52 1852.
Did they talk about the 6 cars with people yet?
26 of the responding units. I just spoke with the front desk clerk. They said that the family is not being hostile or anything like that, but that there was about 6 carloads of people that have just shown up over there.
5-4 copy. Did the front desk have anybody check in under that name?
Negative, and according to the front desk, the message that the family got did not state which Red Roof Inn. They don't know if it's going to be Vestavia or another location.
Okay, thank you.